A year ago I achieved a goal that almost every weeb has dreamed about at least once, and that was visiting Japan. This trip took almost a year of planning between me and my two best friends, and by planning, I mean us talking about the trip for 2 minutes until someone bust out the anime gaming random trivia. So, suffice to say, nothing really got done, and this poor planning became really evident when we were actually in Japan. But you'll see that later. Oh, I should also introduce my two friends that may appear in future videos. Obviously, I'm going to be changing the names around here. So firstly, we have my friend Brad. He's the jockey looking one of our group. Secondly, we have my friend Norman, who is a very smart guy, though quite strange in his own unique way. Yes, I know, I have amazing friends. I'm also not any better, to be honest. My stupid self decided it was a good idea to shave my beard before taking the flight to Japan, in hopes I wouldn't get in any trouble at the airport, which I sort of regret because I went from looking like an average adult to an awkward one. Anyway, we finally landed after that long 12-hour flight, and almost immediately got lost trying to find our way back to our hotel. I should also mention that we had the genius idea to not sleep the day before the flight, so we could sleep in the plane, but the problem was, I can't sleep on planes. So once we were lost, I had zero brain power to help us reach home. Also, when I'm sleepy, I get cranky, and when I'm cranky, I get slightly more confrontational. I ended up having an intense staring contest with an old Japanese man at the airport. Why is he looking at me? I'm about to fight an old Japanese man at the airport. I'm already gonna get deported. I'm not sure what the deal is, but you best get prepared to get stared at by elders and kids in Japan. But it's not all bad. Luckily, a local with good English told us where to go, so we finally reached our hotel and basically wasted the day sleeping, as I was highly delirious. So the first place we decided to visit was, of course, Akihabara. It was almost exactly as how I expected. A land full of anime merch, figures, and gacha. We spent too much on gacha. We had a lot of fun exploring, but me and Brad made a major miscalculation. Our original plan was to evenly distribute our time and explore the city efficiently, but we underestimated Norman's love for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I am not lying when I say that Norman spent at least 20% of our total time outdoors on looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But we couldn't let that faze us. We had a rough guide on what we should do, so the next day we went into a maid cafe, and it was pretty awkward. Maybe it was because we decided to go to a maid cafe that was not located in Akihabara, but the store was mostly empty, except for a couple of strange middle-aged men who were a bit too excited for my liking. So these Japanese maids sat us down and put cat ears on our heads and made us recite what sounded like a strange incantation at our drinks. Yeah, we didn't order food because we all realized how insanely expensive a simple omelette cost. You know when you look at your mates and you can sense that they're feeling the same way as you do? Yeah, all three of us were thinking, how the hell do we get out of this? Don't get me wrong, I won't shame what people enjoy, but the level of awkwardness was too much to bear, so we basically ran out. Our awkwardness aside, we had a lot of fun in Japan. I can't describe everything we did, as then the video would be over 30 minutes, and I don't have the patience for that. So here's a speed run on some notable events. We might have gone overboard and decided to visit Disney Sea, which I personally enjoyed more than I probably should have, and I also didn't know I needed Japanese Mickey Mouse. We randomly went to a zoo. We also visited a major tourist area, which was a shrine, but after that we decided to go off-road and discovered a small festival. And also I happened to see a small concert over there, and the fans were going absolutely nuts over the performing girls. I don't think that kind of fan chat was real. And that's it, for now at least. My only gripe I had during this trip was that Tokyo has no bins. Your bags or pockets are the trash can. I don't know how they keep everything clean. Also, I noticed that there were barely any place to sit down. By the end of the week, I must have burned 1,000,000 calories and my legs were screaming. As I said earlier, there was actually no plan that we had, so we had to go looking for stuff. I really enjoyed Japan and hope to revisit it one day, in hopefully a much more efficient manner, where we don't spend most of our time walking. If you ever go, guys, plan well. So yeah, that was my adventure in Japan. Hope you guys liked it. There was a good amount of stories I left out, so who knows, if there's enough demand I might make a part 2. So yeah, make sure to subscribe if you want more stuff like this. See ya.